All right, all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Luna Fires episode 71 from our headquarter offices here in Modesto, California. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hey, for the ones that are new to the channel, I just want you to know that Luna Fires is our daily experiences, moments of illumination, epiphany moments that I come here in a daily basis to go ahead and share them with you so that you can continue to grow. So, welcome, Instagram. I see here a few of you connected. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Instagram. Facebook. I got something special that I want to go ahead and share with you. The real estate blind spots, or the other way around, the blind spots of real estate investing. And I think it's important, especially if you're new or experienced, you're going to want to pay attention to this. But before I actually, share those 5 blind spots that I've identified throughout my career, make sure that you hit like, that you leave me a message, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification button, and also go ahead and share the video with others that can benefit from it. All right. So today, I wanted to share this because precisely throughout my, real estate investing career in 2 decades, and messing it up really bad in the first decade, and obviously coming out ahead on the second decade, I'm thinking, what have I experienced? And it's interesting because precisely today, I had conversations with various commercial real estate lenders. And it was interesting because some of them, when they're outside of the area and they don't understand the Central Valley, or they don't understand, the market that, we do a lot of business with, they usually don't understand certain things. So it becomes blind spots, whether it's a big lender or someone that just barely starting in the real estate field, or, they're very experienced, doesn't matter. I'm going to share 5 blind spots in the real estate investing world that you better pay close attention to. And as I share them, you make sure that leave me a message if you agree or disagree, or, and I'm pretty sure they're not all the blind spots. If you know some of your own blind spots or experiences that you've been through, go ahead and leave them down below as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Blind spot number 1, okay? Blind spot number 1 in the real estate investing world is not knowing your demand, not knowing what is the housing demand in the area that you're investing or that you're looking to invest, not knowing basically where is the trend going. The reason I can tell you this is because I remember, back when we were buying our 56-unit building in Los Banos, California, our lender was having a little bit of struggle. They basically wanted it to lend us, but they didn't feel comfortable because it was a smaller town and things of that nature. Interesting enough, I knew the demand. I studied the demand. I did a lot of work to know that, there was a shortage of housing at the moment. It's even further today than ever has been before. So it's a blind spot, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know the demand clearly, it's a complete blind spot. And doesn't mean that you're a bad person or a good person. It only means that it's a hidden spot. It's like when you drive, you can see what's ahead, and maybe if you're looking at your rear mirror, you can see what's behind. But then there's certain sections that you're not going to be able to tell unless you basically become a great driver, a great operator. And even so, it doesn't mean that you're 100% safe. Okay. So anyways, leave me a message down below if you agree or disagree. Let's talk about the, blind spot number 2, hidden values. Hidden value in the real estate investment that you're looking to acquire. Oftentimes I've seen deals being lost because they were not fully maximized. And what I mean being lost, meaning the person couldn't pick up on the blind spot. I ended up buying deals that others couldn't truly see its entire value. Give you an example, like converting the basements. Converting a basement. It was interesting because this happens a lot in areas where a basement it's a highly value regarded thing, like San Francisco, or like some portions of metro areas, and like LA and things like that. But there's other areas that a basement doesn't mean a whole lot. But anyways, Bay Area, it's very big. Hidden values not only on that. I'll give you another example. I've actually gone areas that are really, really large. They're one bedrooms, one bath, and you could, by just putting up a wall or taking one wall that is a non-bearing wall, bingo, you can add another bedroom, and legally you could do it with an architect. It won't cost that much. That's another blind spot that I had to learn throughout my career. It's there, and not just that. There's many others. Like we're doing right now a property where there were 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. We're making them into 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and the porch got enclosed, all with permits and all within the same square footage. That's hidden value right there, right there in front of us. Okay, so let me know what you think of the blind spot number 2. Okay, hidden value. Blind spot number 3, ladies and gentlemen, hidden defects. Hidden defect, hidden work, hidden renovation, hidden repairs. Believe me on this, okay, ladies and gentlemen. I bought properties, and I'll go to the one on 56 units. The gentleman who sold it was a real estate attorney. Okay, well, he was an attorney. I don't even know if he was a real estate attorney now that I think of, but he was an attorney who sold it to us. And yet we found, listen to this, we found additional work underneath, underneath the porches, that they actually, someone in purpose put in some siding to cover up all that it was dry rotted. Guess what? Hidden defects. It's a blind spot, and you will encounter it. Okay. Do you agree or disagree with that? Leave me a message down below. Number 4, blind spot number 4, property inspections is another blind spot. Relying too much on property inspection, it's a blind spot, and it could get you in trouble, as well as it could save you from the bail. But oftentimes, as a real estate investor for 2 decades, I can tell you straight flat out that the property inspector, even with all their licenses, they cannot see through the walls. They're not going to take siding away, and they cover their butts off because they want to make sure that they don't get in trouble. So relying strictly just on the fact that the property inspector did an inspection and it has a license is not going to save you. I'm going to tell you that. It's not going to save you unless the thing is exposed. But if it's exposed, you can see it. Oftentimes, I think that we over rely on the property inspectors, and we believe that that's the only thing, and I can prove it over and over because I bought many deals where they couldn't pick up on many things, that there were some of them obvious, not big, but some of them that are hidden, and that's a blind spot. Over relying too much. Do you agree with that? Hey, what do you guys think? Let me know if you agree with it, because I think that oftentimes we rely so heavily, and we got to stop, trying to put the ball in somebody else's court. The buck should stop here. You should be the one that says, okay, should I ask permission from the seller? Hey, allow me to get this, this siding out, or allow me to break the wall, or allow me to do this. They may say no. They may say yes. You don't know, but until you don't ask, you don't know. And, blind spot number 5, ladies and gentlemen, blind spot number 5. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Let me know if you're ready. Putting a number 1 right now. Number one. Well, let me tell you, management. Oftentimes we believe that just because we hire a manager, that they're going to do a phenomenal job, just because they did good on the interview, just because they've proven other properties, just because they got great testimonials, just because, once again, it's a blind spot. Deals thrive or die through his leadership in management. Do you agree with that or not? And I can tell you this, I promise you this. Let me tell you why. When we were buying, and you can tell when I get excited about a topic, right? When we were buying the 56 units, we interviewed 10 different property management companies. And we asked them, we said, what do you think this 2-bedroom, 1-bath units could actually rent for? Every single one of the 10 managers said no more than $925. That was it. That was their cap. That was their way of thinking. They basically, even if we did a nice renovation, even if we went with whatever, and I remember telling my partners, I said, listen, I'm going to manage it with my own in-house team because I already know that they're not seeing what we're seeing. Their vision is not aligned with our vision. Now today we're getting $1,500, ladies and gentlemen, $1,500 per unit, okay, in a really nice private community. We set the trend. Now everybody else is doing the exactly same thing. And guess what? We had to set the fire. We had to set the path. We had to demonstrate that there is a better way of doing things. But let me tell you one thing. The world is full of people that follow the existing path because they're scared to their freaking guts to open their own new path. Do you agree with that or you disagree with that? Hopefully you agree, and if you're not, that's okay. Still, what I mean by that is that, hey, doesn't matter. There's not everybody can create their own path. Therefore, you should just know that if you can't create it, then you got to follow the path that has been already built. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because we overly rely on people that are professionals, and just because they have done it for so long doesn't mean, just because I've been in real estate 20 years doesn't mean I'm the greatest or I'm the sharpest. Doesn't mean that I get to receive all the accolades. It means that, hey, that's what I did for 20 years. Can you prove yourself again? Are you willing to do it again? Are you willing to sharpen your pencil again? Are you really willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to test new paths? Are you willing to be a tester? I'm always testing. But anyways, you will never find your blind spots until you become a tester. Do you agree or disagree? Virtual hug from wherever you are, and always remember that you're one freaking real estate deal away from changing your financial future. Get to see you next time. Thank you.